today I'm going to give you 3 tips that you need to know to pass the CPA exam. This is unconventional advice, but it works, so listen up. Tip number 1, this is what I was told when I said I wanted to study and pass the CPA exam and become a CPA. Tip number 1, you need to know the answer to every problem before you go take the test. I know it's hard to hear, but that's the truth. You need to know the answer. When you're studying, you need to study so that way you know every answer, and you know why. That gives you the best probability of passing and getting the right answer on the questions when you go to the exam, because you don't know what the exam is going to ask you, and the exam is a smart test. So if you start getting things wrong, it's going to give you more of the questions that you don't like. So the best chances for you to be able to pass is to know all of the answers. When I went and I took FAR, I felt so comfortable that I knew all the answers, all the calculations, that FAR actually was the easiest exam for me, because if you know what you're doing on FAR, then there's really only one answer. So that's how confident I was when I went in to take FAR and passed it on my first try. So know all the answers. When you're taking your practice test, try to get 90% or at least 95, 85, 90%. And you got to do that a couple of times before you're ready to go take your exam and schedule to take it. Number 2, you need to study 8 to 10 hours a day. Now, I know that is painful. 8 to 10 hours, Chris? Yes, 8 to 10 hours a day. And I know some people are working, so it's hard to do that. But don't think that you have to just sit in one spot for 8 hours and study. What I used to do was wake up in the morning and I would study for 3 hours straight, and then I take a lunch break, and then I go watch something to get my mind off of stuff and to motivate me. I used to watch Suits because it was about lawyers who had a lot of money, so that motivated me and made me want to go study more. Then I would do another 2 to 3 hours. I'd take a break, eat dinner, and then I'd maybe do 2 hours before I went to bed. And I broke it up during my day, but I just did that consistently. So don't think that you have to do a full straightforward study session for 8 hours straight. Make it so it fits your schedule, make it so it's comfortable, but get your time in. Tip number 3, identify what I like to call cake problems. These are easy problems. These are problems that when you see them on the test, you don't have to spend but maybe 30 seconds to a minute to solve and go, because there are going to be questions like that. And you don't want to waste your time on those questions. You want to be able to look at the question, identify this problem, and say, oh, I already know the answer C, and move on, because you're timed on the CPA exam. So you got to use your time wisely. So identify those problems during your study time to find that are the easy problems, that if you see them on the test, you know what they are, you can get it, you know it's absolutely right, and you can move on. So 3 things you need to do. Know every single answer to the problem before you take the test. Study 8 to 10 hours a day. Know why, too. Know why the answer, what it is, and identify your cake problems, those easy problems, those problems that you don't need to spend a lot of time on. They're easy to remember, and move on, okay? Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to CPA Diversity. I'm coming with some more study videos. I'm coming with some more CPA, living the life of CPA videos. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the love, and I'll see you on the next one.